The season opener for the NFL came in the form of their lowest ratings of any season opener game in the past 10 years. It no doubt is linked to the fact that anthem kneeling has once again shown its face. Something that has caused a lot of problems over the past few years. Breitbart News reported, a new report claims that the NFL will not implement a new anthem policy during the 2018 season. ESPN is reporting that league insiders have said that the NFL is unlikely to issue any rulings on the anthem issue regardless of whether talks with the Players Association continue or not, The Hill reported. The report comes on the heels of an aborted rule that would have banned players from protesting during the nation's song issued in May. But less than a month later the rule was abandoned when the National Football League Players Association filed a grievance against the rule, mainly because the rule was instituted without their input in its creation. The league then promised to sit down with the Players Association to hash out a permanent policy on dealing with protesting players. To date there has been no news at all on what has come of these promised meetings, nor has there been any reports that such meetings have yet been held. The only official news about the proposed cooperative venture was a joint statement issued in June that claimed the two sides were preparing to work together on the issue. No players took a knee during the anthem on Thursday's opening day, and no players raised a fist. Eagles defender Michael Bennett sat down just before the song concluded, but it is unclear if that was a form of protest. Meanwhile, a pair of polls came out that both find that majorities still oppose protests mounted during the national anthem. Fox News reported, hours before the NFL season was set to kick off in full on Sunday, President Trump took a dig at the league's declining viewership for its primetime opener last Thursday, when the Philadelphia Eagles took on the Atlanta Falcons. Calling the viewership the lowest in a decade, Trump suggested that if players stood for the Star-Spangled Banner, then the ratings would improve. "Wow, NFL first game ratings are way down over an already really bad last year comparison," Trump tweeted Sunday morning. Viewership declined 13%, the lowest in over a decade. The tweet continued, "If the players stood proudly for our flag and anthem, and it is all shown on broadcast, maybe ratings could come back. Otherwise worse." According to NBC, which broadcast the game between the Eagles and Falcons, the primetime opener drew a 13.4 overnight rating, down 8% from last year's NFL kickoff game between the Kansas City Chiefs and New England Patriots. While a number of factors conspired to impact the viewership, a mediocre first half and a thunderstorm that delayed the start by an hour, Sports Media Watch noted that the game was still the lowest overnight rating for a season opener in 10 years, when the 2008 kickoff game was moved up so it ended prior to Senator John McCain's acceptance speech at the Republican National Convention. The low ratings provided more fodder for Trump's ongoing battle with the NFL over certain players kneeling or refusing to stand during the national anthem. While players have asserted that the protest, which started 2 seasons ago when former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick took a knee, is about bringing attention to racial inequality, police brutality and other issues, Trump has called it disrespectful to the armed forces and continually correlated the protests with the NFL's declining viewership. Among the prized 18 to 45 demographic, Nielsen reported that the NFL's viewership did decline 12% in the 2017 season. But this decline mirrors a trend across all broadcast television, which in total dipped 16% in 2017 thanks in large part to the rise in popularity of streaming services such as Netflix and Hulu. Along with the ratings, Trump also slammed the NFL for running a controversial Nike commercial featuring Kaepernick. The commercial, which was released last Wednesday, highlights superstar athletes LeBron James, Serena Williams and others, and touches on the controversy of NFL players protesting.